Take a look at what happened.
The recent shooting at former President Donald Trump's campaign rally has not only sent shockwaves through the political landscape, but has also bolstered his chances of reclaiming the White House, according to investors. On July 14th, one day after the incident, market analysts predicted a surge in trades betting on Trump's victory. The incident occurred during a rally in Pennsylvania, where Trump was shot in the ear in what authorities are investigating as an assassination attempt. Despite the attack, Trump appeared defiant, pumping his fist with a blood-spattered face, and his campaign assured supporters of his well-being. Meanwhile, Trump issued his first statement after surviving an assassination attempt. Rong Ren Go, a portfolio manager at East Spring Investments in Singapore, noted that prior to the shooting, financial markets had responded to the potential of a Trump presidency by strengthening the dollar and positioning for a steeper U.S. Treasury yield curve. These trends are expected to intensify in the coming week. This marks the first shooting of a U.S. president or major party candidate since the 1981 assassination attempt on Republican President Ronald Reagan. Reagan's near-fatal encounter saw him rise significantly in the polls, a historical precedent that could impact the tight race between Trump and President Joe Biden, set for a rematch on November 5th. Nick Ferris, Chief Investment Officer at Vantage Point Asset Management, reflected on the historical context and told Reuters, "From memory, Reagan went up 22 points in the polls after his assassination attempt. The election is likely to be a landslide. This probably reduces uncertainty." World leaders and top entrepreneurs expressed shock and solidarity on social media on July 14th after former U.S. President Donald Trump was shot in the ear during a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida stated, "We must stand firm against any form of violence that challenges democracy," while Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese described the shooting as concerning and confronting.
"We must stand firm against any form of violence that challenges democracy. I pray for former President Trump's speedy recovery."
Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva called the attack unacceptable, and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, referring to Trump as a friend, wished him a speedy recovery.
The attack against former President Donald Trump must be vehemently repudiated by all defenders of democracy and dialogue in politics. What we saw today is unacceptable. Deeply concerned by the attack on my friend, former President Donald Trump, strongly condemn the incident. Violence has no place in politics and democracies. Wish him speedy recovery. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the deceased, those injured, and the American people.
Hungary's PM, Viktor Orban, and Canadian PM, Justin Trudeau, also took to their official X handles to denounce the shooting incident at Trump's rally.
My thoughts and prayers are with President at real Donald Trump in these dark hours. I'm sickened by the shooting at former President Trump. It cannot be overstated. Political violence is never acceptable. My thoughts are with former President Trump, those at the event, and all Americans.
Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has described July 13th's apparent assassination attempt on former US President Donald Trump as an attack on their nation's shared values.
Along with all Australians, I was shocked by the terrible scenes at former President Trump's campaign event in Pennsylvania. I'm relieved by the news that the former president is safe and doing fine, and I wish him and his family well. I applaud the swift work of US security agencies. I'm also saddened by reports that a member of the audience has lost their life and other attendees have been injured, and I send my condolences on behalf of Australia to their loved ones in this time of grief.
Business leaders, including Apple CEO Tim Cook and Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, and Telsa CEO Elon Musk, also condemned the violence.
I pray for President Trump's rapid recovery. My thoughts are with him, the other victims, and the Trump family. I strongly condemn this violence. There is simply no place for any type of violence in our society. Sending my best wishes to President Trump for a speedy recovery and to all those impacted by today's horrific event. Extreme incompetence, or it was deliberate. Either way, the SS leadership must resign.
Trump, 78, had just begun his speech on July 13th, when shots rang out. He grasped his right ear with his hand, examined his blood-stained palm, and then fell to his knees behind the podium before Secret Service agents quickly surrounded and shielded him. The shooter was killed, one rally attendee lost their life, and 2 other spectators were injured, according to a Secret Service statement. The incident is being investigated as an assassination attempt.